After another day of protests in Venezuela, self-declared Interim President Juan Guaido is trying to build more support at home and abroad. Guaido spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump Wednesday, and his representative met with congressional leaders. Guaido, the head of the National Assembly, also published an op-ed in the New York Times saying he had been secretly meeting with Venezuela's military leaders. The transition will require support from key military contingents. We have had clandestine meetings with members of the armed forces and the security forces. We have offered amnesty to all those who are found not guilty of crimes against humanity. On Thursday, Guaido told reporters the military will be key to his country's future.
The armed forces also have a role in the reconstruction of the country.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro warns that any U.S. military action against his government will result in a quagmire similar to the U.S. war in Vietnam in the 1960s.
I ask for respect for Venezuela, and I ask for support from the people of the United States, so there's not a new Vietnam, unless here in our America. I ask for peace, I ask for respect, and I am sure we are going on the historic path because we are on the right side of history.
Russia is warning the U.S. to stop meddling in Venezuela's affairs.
We see how Western sponsors publicly encourage a destructive stance by all means. It seems that there are no more boundaries for Washington, neither international, economical, or moral, unfortunately.
And China is pushing for more negotiations to resolve Venezuela's political problems.
We have repeatedly called on all parties to promote a political solution on the Venezuelan issue through peaceful dialogue as soon as possible. This is the result that all parties hope to see. China is willing to make concerted efforts with all parties to this end.
Meanwhile, in a non-binding resolution, the European Parliament has voted to recognize Juan Guaido as Venezuela's interim president until new elections can be held. Jim Spellman, CGTN, Washington.